Hi, I'm Symphoneers, and today we're taking a look at Nicanzil, current Conductor in Historic Brawl. I just kind of put together a Simic ramp deck. We do some kind of unique things in the form of, like, we're very Explorer-oriented, running a Deep Fathom Echo, as well as all the good Explorer cards and stuff. We also have a kind of proliferate sub-theme with, like, Tezzeret's Gambit. We have a Tekethal in here to double up on proliferates. At least one or two pieces of interaction and advantage are proliferates, yeah, the experimental augury. So the idea is that as we're exploring into getting counters on things, we get to proliferate that stuff up anyway. Of course, we also have like Henge and stuff that will do that, Vorinclex to support the counters and proliferating. Aside from that, a bunch of like standard powerful cards in like Time Warp. We have Inexorable Tide for even more proliferation, Uro because it's Uro. Tribute to the World Tree, we do have Tatiova, who works really nicely with Nicanzil in terms of just generating a very powerful resource engine. Some things to let us play off the top of our decks, play additional lands, that type of thing, more proliferation-y stuff. And I think that's some hardened scales type cards as well. Cantrips and things to help us get through the deck. There's like Nykthos in the mana base, fetches and stuff now, nothing terribly exciting. That's more or less the list. If you like the deck and like the video, like, subscribe, etc. helps out the channel a lot, and let's get on to some actual gameplay. The main thing I like is Path of Discovery plus Nicanzil, and like O'Hare Kaslem is decent. I'm interested in this hand. Mostly in Path of Discovery and seeing if that can do some work for us. A Natural Restoration is fine, but it's like something we want turn 8 or whatever, not really in our opener. So yeah, I guess we'll just see how this goes. Command Tower, Nicanzil. Nicanzil lands and gets immediately lightning striked. Aren't people fun and interesting? Well, we have an evolution sage. The risks of playing a 2-drop commander, still though. Combo Gandalf. 2 or fewer other lands. We'll get this Evolution Sage down. Yeah, Path of Discovery, Nicanzil. So are they just a burn deck? They're running out of cards. Chip is also good if they're just a burn deck. Or counterburn maybe? No, Path of Discovery actually lands, or resolves, so. I guess not a bad spot to the Apprentice is weirdly kind of good here. Maybe I'm supposed to do the chip first. I think if they're playing counter magic here, or if they have counter magic, they're just going to cast it on literally any relevant spell. Perhaps that's wrong, but yeah, anyway, we get some Quandrix Apprentice value too. Draw into Otawara, which is not the worst. I actually kind of want that Evolution Sage back. This also is a Quandrix Apprentice trigger, which is nice. Our opponent taking their time, moisturized, vibing in their lane, thriving, etc. Don't play Wash Away in your Brawl decks. It is not a good counterspell. Yeah. Anyway, this resolves. Or rather, that happens. The Wash Away goes in. People play so much Wash Away because of the not from hand thing, and it's never good. It's just annoying. We get a bunch of Quandrix Apprentice triggers, or like a bunch of this stuff happening, which is nice. They big score away a Kessig Flame Breather, so yeah, very counterburn-y so far. I would like to do Yavimaya Coast from hand. We could get O'Hare Kesslem down or something. I'd like to get Nicanzil happening, I think. Or try to get it happening in before counter or burn or something. Normally I would be like annoyed enough to scoop out of this match. I just suspect that their economy or like card draw and stuff is bad enough. I don't think we want the River Herald Guide. I think they're running out of gas, basically, and our deck is really good at not running out of gas. We could also do the chip there, the reality chip. I just kind of like doing an explore here. Gives us more cards and things to work with. Let's get the Vinestock down because we don't have any 1-drops and it's a tapped land and all that works out nicely. I don't know which we play first between O'Hare Kesslem and the chip. I think the chip is potentially better. Ovika, hello. You're fun. I enjoy an Ovika. It's probably correct to just try for both of them, or like play both of them while they're tapped out, and we can... We can fuss with stuff shortly. Vorinclex, why are you making me make decisions? Let's do this. Play out a land. We might be... Oh, you're only 3 life? Sure, let's do this. Bing bong. Yeah, sorry, I said the Kesslem thing, then I saw the tempo of just like, we get to Vorinclex, we get to make them replay Ovika. Oh, they go for Gandalf instead here, sure. I think we're also fine with that. We get to set them back a turn basically, or like time walk them with the Odawara, and that seemed pretty cool and good to me. Of course, there were Crewfix on top. I don't know, Vorinclex. Seems like a good time to cast it, or like kept it top for a reason. Woo! We'll get a counter. If we didn't have the chip, I think I would keep the Courser. Tribute to the World Tree. I do like that. However, we can't equip and also cast it, so we'll just equip this turn. We're sort of slow rolling Kesslem, which is... I don't know, we'll see how that works out. Getting Kesslem hitting on these turns would have been nice, but I think smashing in with 7-8 Nicanzil and 8-8 Vorinclex is just a lot of pressure, which seems neat. Seems relevant to my interests. Do they have an unsummon? Timely interference, sure. We're fine with that, they go to 2. They need a pretty cool and good magic card to not be dead this turn. And they did not have a cool and good magic card because they decided to play cards like Wash Away instead. But anyway, good games to our opponent. Keep? If we get a green source for Jadelight Ranger, this hand is great. Or like pretty exciting in that we... I guess we can Schooner too. In that we get to Nicanzil on curve and ideally get some counters on things and then turbo proliferate and do stuff. So that's what we're hoping for. Whether or not we get to do that, it's looking increasingly tenuous. We're doing the Schooner over Nicanzil here because if we don't draw a land for the Ranger, I want to be able to... Or, like, we're probably not doing the Ranger on 3 at this point. Yeah, I want to be able to play out Nicanzil, Schooner, and go beep beep. Path of Discovery into the graveyard, because we need lands. Missing land drops with the Explorer deck is not great. Yeah, not having an amazing time so far. The good news is that with the sleight of hand, we can try to cantrip for a land. Don't kill my Nicanzil, I'm already having a bad game, or like... We're already in a tenuous position, so... I'd really like to be able to try and explore, or whatever. Deck of many things? Sure. Happy for you, or sorry that happened, I ain't reading all that. We do get a green source, so that's something. I think I would like to Jadelight Ranger here. Smell Fear into the graveyard, give me lands, please. We will find our lands eventually, I guess. Crew the Schooner with the Ranger, beep beep. We are, like, putting a lot of land. Putting a lot of power and toughness onto the battlefield, at least because we are whiffing land drops so hard, so... That's something. We're very sad about a sweeper, which they might be playing because they're in Jeskai, even though I would consider it strictly incorrect with that Narset, but you know how arena players build decks. The even higher probability thing that is also kind of worrying. Oh no, they're playing good cards. Oh no. If you've watched my Historic Brawl videos, you know I'm a fan of Brawl's expertise. And yeah, that's pretty backbreaking, or like, very, very bad news for us. Land? Yes, I know that was the Great Henge. Yes, that was an oof howie. Still, I think it's correct to do stuff. Consider Ranger class into the graveyard. You would not know that we're a 40 or whatever land deck. We're not incredibly high on lands. I know some people when they're doing land stuff will cram in a billion, but we're high enough that we should not be having games like this, is maybe the fastest way or most succinct way to explain my annoyance or whatever. Crew the Schooner. Go vroom vroom. We could Glowcap Lantern. I don't really want to Glowcap Lantern the thing. Will Nicanzil, Temple of Mystery, Lodestone Needle into the graveyard. Land. It is but for the grace of Explore and, like, deck filtering stuff that... Oh, what else? I think we save the fetch, because I would still like more land. Volt Charge on Nicanzil, not ideal. I guess we could have left Nicanzil in the graveyard for Unnatural Restoration. We don't really have enough proliferation stuff that I'm terribly excited about. That Crashing Drawbridge is worrying. At least they don't have a... it can tap to give things haste. The thing that is doing in a Narset deck is if they have a token generator like Iconoclast or a Young Pyromancer or whatever, they cast a couple spells, all the tokens prowess up as that's happening, and then they kill us in a single turn. I mean, Narset getting to attack in here and replace stuff is worrying in its own right, or like, you know, this is a good attack for them. Oh, you can do Ranger's class. Non-creature. I guess I just didn't think about that in building my own Narset deck. That's pretty spicy, although I don't think they have green mana. Unless I'm totally missing something. Yeah, that's a little bit of a weird hit. So we can Nicanzil, cruise schooner, attack with schooner, proliferate. Maybe we're supposed to get the biogenic ooze down just to have like more bodies reliably on the battlefield. I'm just fully in a sure. Or wait, no, we haven't hit our land drop for the turn, have we? Decline. Search with the fetch. Grab a green source. Schooner clunks in. I guess they're concerned about a combat trick. I was going to make fun of that block for a second, but no, it's a reasonable block from them. Jadelight Ranger, take one off of the Waterlogged Grove, do some exploring. We don't need an opt here. We do hit a land, so that's neat. And now we have made our land drop for the turn, so we'll just take advantage of the Nicanzil trigger. This stuff happens. Midnight Clock, which is not great. Although I think with how they're... oh no, that's probably good for them. Or like not good. I was trying to Silver Linings it, but no. Draw 7. Or like wheel draw 7. Just pretty good for the opponent. Lithoform Engine. Love it, do nothing. We might be able to kill them. They got rid of the burn in their graveyard, which is neat. I guess the Smell Fear is a concern here. I would probably consider the Smell Fear the correct hit. I don't know what's in their hand, of course. They do go for the Smell Fear. Yeah. Drawbridge prowess is up. Good news is I think we can still threaten a lot of damage with Tekethal, Proliferate. Oh, Defiler of Vigor is interesting too. Is Glowcap worth equipping? Maybe? I don't know, sure. Little bit concerned about that priority hold, but listen, we're working with what we got here. I guess we probably can't threaten lethal, or no, we do have the land on top. Let's try this out. This might be slightly... no, you are sorcery speed. This is fine. Tekethal triggers there. We make land drop. We have a Fabled Passage on top. Yeah, concerned about dying. We can crew attack. We know we won't get a counter. We can make Tekethal indestructible. I think we attack with Nicanzil. We get the Explorer off of the Glowcap Lantern, which lets us do Fabled Passage stuff. Submit 1. Just thinking about We can move to blockers. I'm thinking about whether or not I want to shuffle away the twists and turns with the Fabled Passage. Fabled Passage does let us immediately flip it, which is kind of fun. I think that means it's probably worth drawing, because then that will give us more mana to work with, and then we can do stuff. We can slurp some counters off stuff here to give Tekethal Indestructible. We can also crew the Schooner in response to Exile. So we have at least one good blocker for Narset, which is relevant to my interests. A cheap, efficient bounce effect combined with some burn or something here. Oh, that's a concern. We've given them fuel for Narset, which is suboptimal. But listen, we're trying. Zada will copy up everything anyway. And yeah, I do think we prefer to block with Tekethal. Good news is we don't have any immediate removal spells, we just have things that give them value. So that's nice, although this attack does feel like they're fairly confident about their ability to kill me, so that's a bit concerning. Guess we'll see. They've been a bit slow with the Narset triggers, but contentious plan. Copy Lithoform engine. I mean, that's okay. It's not great, but we're not dead to that unless I'm totally missing something. No, everything else costs mana. Yeah, we take 5 off this. We do have to block with Tekethal and then slurp off some counters. I guess you are double Phyrexian. Oh no, Tekethal dies. Tekethal dies, but we killed them on the backswing with Nicanzil. Or sorry, I guess we can crew do the Schooner. Unless I needed to crew in response somewhere. No, I can crew in response here. Okay. Submit to blockers, you say. Throw that under Narset. Pass. Take 5. We're okay? We're okay. That simplifies our stuff a lot. We simply do a murder. Charge through, Yay! So, yeah, our opponent... Scary, they take us down to 3, they almost get us. They're just playing like 1 too many do-nothings. This is why when I build like Narset type decks, or prowessy decks, really strongly favor like cantrips and other things that help improve reliability and are just really efficient. Because if they have some more opts or something there, we are just dead. But yeah, we're able to work just that little bit faster, really leverage Nicanzil's like counter growth thing to apply pressure, and yeah, good games to the opponent. In a lot of situations, this hand would be interesting enough to keep because I think Nicanzil into World Tree into Oracle of Moldiah is a very strong curve. And then we have some like goofy top end to work with and some card advantage and so on. We don't have access to 2 colors of mana. We can choose or like 2 pips worth of colored mana, which is important for both Nicanzil and Tribute in a different way, and like our pip requirements are just Nykthos really punishing this hand, or like this type of hand in particular. Free mulligan into... Sure! It's less exciting but more functional. Get the tap land out of the way early, try to set up for like Nicanzil into probably the River Herald Scout. Hopefully, yeah, we have a little bit more luck drawing lands than the last game. Oh, getting Narset once again. So yeah, here we are just trying to, you know, do Nicanzil things. Mercurial Spelldancer, you're a good one. Yeah, we can do this, do things. Let's do the River Herald Scout, get a Nicanzil proc, or like, sorry, do the Explore, considering the graveyards and the Nicanzil proc, get a counter. Just going to do the opt here, because I'm not super interested in repping, I don't know, Wash Away. Attack in with Nicanzil. Maybe do the Path of Discovery next turn. It's a little bit of a do-nothing, or like, it is a do-nothing on turn 4. But that just helps set up the Dryad and the Deep Fathom Echo and stuff to do some pressure, and Mercurial Spelldancer ticking up, which is worrying, but not an immediate problem. Mentor's Guidance also getting them some good value there. I guess another option we have is like Glow Cap, do some stuff. If we had like one more mana, I think Dryad plus play and equip Glow Cap would be interesting. I think that mana works out if I'm said all those words properly and or did math properly, but we don't have one more mana, so just stick with the Path of Discovery thing. Could weirdly do with drawing more lands here. I think it might just be Deep Fathom Echo plus Glow Cap. I guess we could hit a land off the Dryad. You're a henge. We could hit a land off the Dryad, which... gamble? Boo. Courser's kind of good, though. Do more smashies. The Spelldancer can't be blocked, so I'm not even, like, that's not even a concern. Narset coming down, and they can double up. Attacks, prowess. Prowess doesn't do stuff, it does other things. We have the option here of Great Henge, equip Glowcap Lantern with Henge mana. I think I like that. Because we can attack in with the Dryad of the Elysian Grove. They don't have any blocks here that I'm not reasonably okay with. Yeah, Nicanzil grows off that too. We have Branching Evolution incoming. They go to 2. Well. Guess we'll see if they can claw their way back into things, or if we will outpressure them. Goblin Slide? Attack, double... First day of class plus a 1-mana cantrip. Goblin Slide costing mana is awkward. They're opting not to copy up Twinferno with the Spelldancer, which is... Oh, they do have another cast incoming, huh? Sure? Really, the sequencing restrictions on Spelldance are really awkward with that turn for them. Hi, Audio Evil. Good to see you. Good to have you. Yeah. Sorry, that turn sequences out. I guess Spelldancer plus Narset is just generally very awkward. But yeah, we are able to once again outpressure the Narset opponent with stuff. Next turn we just like Deep Fathom, do henge things, do a murder. Or like we don't even have to kill them there, but yeah, anyway, good games to the opponent. Thank you for watching the video, and an extra big thank you to the Patreon patrons and YouTube members that help make these videos possible. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.